program, lesson 4 of a 14-part series. I'm so excited to bring this next part to you because it kind of gives us a really good understanding between what we're feeling inside and how external influences causes us to think, behave, and make decisions differently. So I'm really excited to jump into this, but prior to jumping inside, I want to make sure that we give you a little bit of an overview. So let's get started. As you know, we start out each call with understanding why we're doing the call in the first place. So I talk about this every time. It's getting the right message to the right people via the right tools. And in the last I guess 3 times, what we've done is we've really looked into people. So who are the right people for our product or service? And in the last call, we looked into who is the person individually. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look on the external factors that help influence this person in the way that they're making decisions right now. So families and cultures, as well as media influences or other influences that are around them. And once we get a hold of how this happens, we actually start learning the language that allows us to now clearly communicate what it is that we want from them by not only using the language that's internal, but the influential language, and then ease them into the language that we want them to now utilize in order to make this decision. So, lesson 4, it's all about the market still, and it's the influence. So, the influence is broken up into 2 different things. One is the competitor influence, so third-party influence, and the second one is going to be your second-party influence, I guess, and that's going to be your close friends and family around you, how they believe things need to happen. As you know, we're working on the message market media. This is, after all, our sales funnel and how we generate sales to our business. And it's the number one thing that people get wrong in business, and they struggle time and time after again because they don't know how to communicate correctly with their consumers. They can have the best possible product, they can actually have really good content, but what they're missing is the communication that makes them more congruent with that customer that they're wanting to communicate or sell to. So in the message market media, we have only diving into the market, and we're still here on the market, and the reason that is because the market is the hardest part to get a hold of. So the market is broken up into 2 areas, like we've talked about on many calls before, and the first area being the who, the avatar persona or customer, and the second area being the influence. Today we're going to dive just into the influence. I want to give you a little bit of background on the who just to refresh your memory, but we're going to look at what the influence does, how do we identify the influences in the market, and how do we come up with a clear way of communicating this influence. So the who, some of the things that we discovered was what was the surface desires, meaning if we look at the weight loss industry, the surface desire might be I want to lose weight, but the core desire being more along the lines of I want to lose weight because I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel proud to be in a bathing suit with my kids at the pool, or I want to even feel like I can go to the pool with my kids, or I feel comfortable to, wear shorts in summertime, whatever it might be. There's a deeper influence and core influence, and what I've even been saying to you is still a surface influence. We still need to dive deeper down into the core influence. We looked at the difference between what they want and what they actually need. So what they want is a program that's going to help them lose weight in the next 12 hours. Well, what they need is they need to learn the difference between losing weight rapidly on an unhealthy pace where you will gain it back, and how to change your lifestyle to continuous healthy eating for a healthy body, mind, and soul, whatever that might be. We want to learn about their fears, their frustrations, and their desperate solution, what they want desperately solved for them. And then, of course, the big challenges. And what I find most of the time with my customers is that their big challenges actually stem from their influences. So, their support team. What their support team, family and friends, husbands, spouses, whatever it might be, what they are actually telling them, what this person can and can't do, what's possible and what's not possible for them. Which makes this next part so important. Imagine here at the top of this slide, the blue person in the middle here, and I don't know why it's blurry, but we'll just go on with it. The blue person here is your ideal customer. And the first couple people around them, that inner circle there, is their close family and friends. So their spouse if they're married, their mom and dad, their best friends, aunts and uncles, anyone who has a really strong influence on them. And these people are telling them how to think, how to behave, how to make decisions, and what is possible and what's not possible. They have actually formulated some of the reason why these people have the limiting or non-limiting beliefs that they have. The second circle around them is external factors such as media, what the media is telling them to value, what community groups are telling them to value. If it's, let's say, churches, other influences around them, what they hear on televisions, the magazines that they read, the influential people on, like celebrities. And the last circle is the competitors, your competitors, and what your competitors are now telling them to believe, behave, think, value within the solution or the problem that they're having. So if this is against, once again, weight loss, the inner circle might be saying, you know what, honey, dieting is not for everybody, and you're never going to have that body. And so let's go ahead and all go out to eat and eat for comfort. You can always start tomorrow. The outer circle may be telling them you need to work out all the time, like Jennifer Lopez, and you need to have millions of dollars to do this. And this is what she's seeing on television. And the competitors around her are saying that you can get a quick fix and make this decision today and lose 20 pounds tomorrow. And what happens is everything's conflicting and there's no really solid information. So as she's trying to come up with how she finds a solution to this problem, her internal beliefs are one thing, but her external factors of influence is also causing another issue within her decision making. So some of the things, and this is your exercise tonight, is to understand what the influences on all three levels are telling her to care about, what they're telling her to value, how they're telling her to behave, such as her internal, like family and friends, are telling her it's okay if you break your diet, it's not that important, we love you anyways. Where the media in the second circle is saying that you need to be really, really skinny and unhealthy skinny to be like these celebrities. And if you don't have the stick figure body, then you're not desirable. And your competitors are telling her that there's a quick, easy fix if she just starves herself and works out like crazy in certain training things. So now this is an extreme example. It's an easy example to understand. But what I want you guys to think about is it within your competitors. What are they saying to value, and how are they telling them to behave on all different levels? And what are some of the problems that she might be having right now when she's thinking about having these behaviors? Now, some of the other influences that are really strong in this is how she's told to think, behave, and communicate, as well as how she's told to make decisions. We also want to understand where the influence is telling her to be part of the community, where family and friends may say go outside their immediate community and find help somewhere else, like in a rec center or a weight loss fitness center. Other people might be saying other things. So where is the community base? Is there a community base, and is she aware of the community base? Exercise number 2 is understanding how this fits into a market influence gap analysis. So what we want to do is we want to take our top 10 competitors' websites and blogs, and we want to start writing down on the horizontal column all the different influences that they may have, such as in the weight loss industry, it may be working out, eat healthy, drink water, take metabolism pills, and get a lot of rest. And what we want to do is we want to see how many blogs are saying the same thing over and over again, and what ones are saying less of it. Because what this is going to do is it's going to give us a really good idea of what's being said in the market, but it's also going to help us become a unicorn in the market. So what is it going to set us aside from everybody else when we start really looking at our unique point of sale? Oh, guys, that's it for us tonight. I hope that that gave you plenty of really good information on the influence of the market. I look forward to seeing you guys next time, and I thank you guys all for sending me in your guys's customer persona. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Your customer and persona worksheets. I had a fun time reviewing it. A lot of you guys got lots of feedback and value back on it. And do the same here. I would love to read and give you guys some feedback on how you guys are doing with understanding the influence. Once you have the influence done and the persona done, combine them together, make one solid form, and let's start learning how to communicate with our customers on another level. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, and here's to your success, guys. Bye-bye.